have that they want to preserve so badly?
Because the spirit factor, you can't create spirit. That only comes from one source. That's God. That's the gift. You can create a physical form, but you cannot recreate spirit. And if you create a physical form, unless it's divinely ordained, you can't put a spirit into it. This is the problem the Greys have. They have created their hybrids, but they can't get a soul to incarnate in it. It's just flesh. That's all it is. And they have to artificially keep it alive, because there's no soul in it.
I have a question.
Yes?
You had remembered when you went in at 14, you'd remembered that you had seen them at 8. Had you been talking to them during that time frame, and when you met with them again at 14, was it then familiar with you? Was it comfortable, or was it frightening? What was it?
I had absolutely no fear whatsoever. And no, I didn't talk to them. I just basically forgot it.
40, right, and then
I did,
14,
right. From 14 on,
recontacted you again
I
at
had
that point?
3 contacts during the age of 14.
So
From the
from
last
age of
one,
14, there's nothing. Then at 14,
on the last one, I was told about certain events that would occur in my life, and not to feel forsaken. I had one more contact at 16, but I was asleep. I was never awakened for it, and it was just a physical examination. Now at 16, I was living in Pound Ridge, New York, which is upstate. It's near Stamford, Connecticut, Greenwich, Connecticut, in that area, but still in New York State. Near Bedford, Mount Kisco, if anybody knows that area. North of White Plains, up in that area. Then there was nothing. Now I have total memory of these 3 contacts and what I saw and everything. There was nothing. Until 1985, I had a tax practice in Beverly Hills, and I moved to a 700-acre horse ranch in Malibu, in the Malibu Mountains, 7 Monica Mountains. And in 1985, it started. I started having the dreams. I had a lot of occurrences. I had a meditation with a roommate up at our house in Malibu. And it was in 1985, 1986, it was that time where we had 3 huge rainstorms that came in just days apart from each other, and half of Malibu was washed out. That happens every time it rains. But anyway, we had this meditation, and 22 people showed up. And we were inside meditating. It was great. We were there for about an hour, hour and a half, and then we decided to take a break. Well, 2 brothers went outside, James and I can't remember the other brother's name. They went outside to have a cigarette, because we didn't allow smoking in the house. So they went outside, and suddenly James runs back in the house, screaming, "Oh my God, you got to see this, you got to see this." So we all start going outside. Now it's mud, because it's a ranch. And you look up, and up in the sky, there was a complete circle of open space. And inside the circle were 11 stars, like this. I got 22 witnesses to this. Okay? There were 11 stars. So we all start to hold hands. And we start to meditate now outside. Well, as we formed the circle, the stars started to change. And what they did was they moved, and they formed a straight line. Just like this. Now there are people there that started to cry. Grown men. One guy was, "Oh my God, this is my first sighting. 17 years I've been into this. This is the first time I'm seeing a UFO. And there are these stars moving all over the sky in this one clear space of sky." Well, they suddenly started to spread apart like this and form the circle again. Okay? However, one in the middle stayed. One stayed in the middle. Now, directly across from me, there was a gentleman by the name of Bill Jones. He lives in Canoga Park, California. William Jones. He was an Army photographer. He was in Laos. Worked with intelligence.